So is it worth painting your car with rattle cans? The answer is honestly... What's up everyone? How we doing? Welcome to today's upload where we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons of painting your own car with rattle cans. The reason I decided to paint this car was the previous owners took very poor care of the body and paint of the car, so it was flaking while I was driving. I couldn't even clean it because more paint would flake off when I tried to clean it. Parts were wrapped white, parts were spray painted white, parts were the original white paint from 1990, and it was just a mess. It was a mess. And now this is an improvement from what it was before, in my opinion. People could say otherwise, but I'll show some pictures here. So let's start with the pros. Number one, costed right around $100 to do all of this. Two, gained a lot of experience and learned a lot from a lot of the mistakes. Three, you just feel super accomplished when you do something you've never done before, never thought you would do, and you just go ahead and do it. Like, it's just so, it's a really good feeling. You did it on your own, and it's just... Now let's talk about the cons. We have imperfections, overspray, uneven coats, and poor prep work. Meaning I didn't sand as much as I should have, even after putting in so many hours. Another con, putting way too many hours into this. And I also did it in the wrong season. It was getting super cold. It was in like summer to fall, so it was getting super cold, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I had to finish up, so I just started rushing it, and big mistake. Don't rush it. Take your time. Do it at a time where you know you can live with starting it and then finishing it and not rushing through the rest of your painting. And since I chose light blue, for some reason, comment below whatever the reason is, it shows every little imperfection. Like, what is going on here? I have no clue. One of the previous owners must have skidded along something to have a whole line of bumps there. I'll tell a quick story here. So when I sanded my car, I put hours and hours into it. It was in my front lawn. I had nowhere to put it. Garage was full, messy, disgusting. So I had to sand it, and I was hand sanding it at first because I didn't have an electric sander. And then I got an electric sander. So keep in mind, make sure you have the tools. Very important, very, very important, or else it's way too time consuming. So I had to take like a week where just clean the garage, so I can have enough space in here to paint it and even store it in here right now, especially for the winter time. Illinois, we've got salt on the roads. This thing's a rust bucket. But I then started spray painting it, 2 coats of primer, 2-3 coats of Rust-Oleum Maui Blue spray paint gloss, about one layer. I can't tell how much I got on it, so be more prepared, do better, make sure you do everything as proper as you can if you want best results. Or else you get a Miata like mine or a car like mine, and I'm not too opposed to it. So is it worth painting your car with rattle cans? The answer is honestly, it depends. Do you have the right environment? Do you have the patience? Do you have the tools? The money you have $100, $200 to spend on spray paint and sanding equipment, masks. It's just not to the standard where I'd want it to be, but am I satisfied for what it is right now? Sure, it has 200,000 miles on it. Do I plan on repainting it again in the future? Yes, but for now, I just plan on doing suspension, performance, cleaning the engine bay, just little things to make this car nicer. And then I will repaint the car again. Either if I have enough money to do it professionally, or if I do it, rattle can it again. We don't know. So that's gonna be the end of this upload. So basis is, it's up to you, up to your standards, up to how you want the car. So keep that in mind. Don't listen to anyone else. Do the best you can on it, and that's all.